Hey guys, are you ready for some fun? Of course you are. Let's do this.
Welcome to your Saturday workout. A little bit of extra credit during the course of the week. If anybody just wants to do a little bit of extra sweating while keeping it safe and sanitary inside of your facility or anybody else's facility, this is how we do it. So what you guys have is 6 exercises. Your 6 exercises, you're going to do 25 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Anytime I put that on the board, the goal is to do as much as you can, not as much as your partner or anybody else is doing. You just focus on what you need to do, boo-boo, and then you get what you get done on. You know what I'm saying? Excellent. Once you guys are done doing as many rounds as possible with all of your exercises, the next thing you guys have is you guys are going to be doing either a quarter-mile run or you're going to be walking for like 4 minutes. Roughly. Like I said, if you don't have a thing mapped out, so you don't know exactly how far it is that you're going, like I said, just do it for about 4 minutes-ish, and that'll pretty much give you roughly the same average mean time. So, with that being said, let's talk about how many reps you guys are doing. Everything with your as many rounds as possible is a general rule. I try to make everything total reps. So this way you're not worried about trying to figure out each side or how much of this. Everything is total. So you're going to start with what's called a descending ladder. So you start at 30 reps for the first exercise, 25 for the second, 20 for the third, 15 for the number 4, 10 for number 5, and 5 for exercise number 6. That is your protocol. That is what you guys are going to be doing on this Saturday. And from here, let's do the exercises. Let's get a little, I started talking too early, so that it messed the whole, whatever. So now that you guys are done and we're talking about the protocol, we'll make it super simple with the video today when it comes to actually what the exercises you're going to be doing. So let me step back a little bit in a weird and interesting dramatic fashion inside of the studio, showing you guys exactly what needs to be done today. First things first, doing the skater. Skater is actually super simple. You have only really 2 options for this one. So what you're doing is you're going to be starting with the feet between hip and shoulder width apart. You are going to say step to the right. Now, with the left leg, you're going to slide it back behind the right leg, and then you're going to step to the left, slide that right leg, and then back and forth, keeping the core tight, facing forward, back and forth for 30 total reps. If it's too hard on your body or your back to do that, then what you can do is you can just basically lateral step. So what you do is you're going to step over, step over, step over, without having to worry about sliding that foot back. So you're going to be doing 30 total of those. Next exercise is the Superman. That's right, it's the Superman. I say it differently because I'm different. That's what I do. So what you guys have is you're going to lay flat on your stomach on the ground. So while you're laying flat on your stomach on the ground, just like so, his hands forward, legs back, and then what you're going to do is just lift your shoulders back and your butt up and then back down. Lift your shoulders and your butt and then back down. You're going to do that 25 times. If it's too hard to do both at the same time, that's okay. You can do just lifting the shoulders and then back down. Lifting the shoulders and then back down. Or you just lift the legs and then back down. Lift the leg. Whichever is fine. The next thing you guys have after that, you're going to go just like this. Roll over onto your back. While you guys are on your back, you're going to, let me scooch so you can see better. It's like trying to get a walrus to do shit. So what you guys are going to be doing is the get up, sit up. So the idea is, you can do this with or without weight. I usually suggest without, especially once you get to a higher volume. What you're going to do is you have whichever knees up is the hand that's going to be pointing towards the ceiling. You're going to use that flat arm to help you get up off the ground. So your goal is to roll up on your elbow, and then up onto your hand, and then elbow, and then back down. You're going to do, for the get up, sit up, you're going to do 10 on one side, then you're going to switch it out, 10 on the other side. If that's too much to do, that's okay. You guys can always do a runner sit-up. So then what you're doing is you're going to lay down on the ground just like this, and then all you're going to do is you're going to pick up your foot, bang, just like that, back and forth, Same thing, 10 on each side. If that's too much to do, you can use abdominal crunch. That's cool, man. Abdominal crunches. Once you're done with that, then you're gonna roll back over. Lots of groundwork today. I know, right? And then you're gonna push up. You're gonna do push-ups. Can't do them from your toes. You can always drop down to your knees and push up. If it's too hard to do from the ground, that's okay. Grab yourself a bench or a chair or put your hands against the wall and you can do push-ups from there. Just making sure, hands here, make sure your forearms are going along the bottom part of that rib cage line. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and do your push-ups. Or you can always do chest press. There you go, that's the other fun one. Got a set of dumbbells, too much on the shoulder, just lay flat on your back and then chest press. There you go, fantastic. Now that you're done with that, let's talk about the alternating kettlebell swing. So, I got my trusty friend here, my big guy kettlebell. So, with the alternating kettlebell swing, much like a regular kettlebell swing, except for this time what you're going to do, obviously, you're going to be switching at the top of the motion. So the idea is pushing the hips back, switch at the top, hips back, switch at the top, hips back, switch at the top, back and forth, for 10 total reps, or 5 on each side. Like I said, it just depends on how you count. Now, if that's too much to do, like there's just too much action going on and coordination, what you can do is you can do an alternating suitcase deadlift. So what you're going to do, starting with the kettlebell to your left or to your right, just depending on how you like to do it, you're just going to bend over, pick it up, switch hands in the front, and then just put it back down. Switch hands in the front, and then just put it back down. Back and forth until you've done 10 total reps. If that's too much to do, that's okay. You can just do single leg deadlifts too. And then just single leg, bang, 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 on one side, bang, 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 on the other side. Many variations, same exact premise. So, if you guys can, once you guys are done with that exercise, the last thing you guys are doing are thrusters. Thrusters are not necessarily my favorite, neither are burpees or anything that gets my cardiovascular rate up, anything beyond sleeping, basically. Or sitting, or just hanging out and chilling and enjoying a little whiskey. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. So what you guys have is you have the thrusters, you have 5 of those. What you're doing is you're gonna grab a set of dumbbells or kettlebells or your kitchen bags or your Publix bags, or you can grab a suitcase and just hold it with both hands. And then the idea is you're gonna do full squat and then you're gonna stand up and press it overhead. Full squat and then press overhead. You're gonna do just 5 of those. And that's it. Saturdays are super simple, but also super sweaty. That's the goal of our Saturdays, like I said, just to kind of put a bunch of stuff together that's very safe and effective, but also in a way that helps elevate the heart rate and really push your muscles to a little bit of fatigue, okay? So the idea is to get a little bit sweaty, a little bit more endurance, and it's just more like a bonus track on your really favorite CD of a song from your artist that you really enjoy. I'm the artist and you really enjoy me. I promise you do. You're just lying to yourself if you don't. I'm just kidding. You don't have to like me. It's okay. I love you, and that's what matters. So now that we're done talking about that, the last thing you guys honestly have is, like I said, you can either do a quarter-mile run, or you can just walk for 4 minutes, or run for 4 minutes, or whatever the case is. Because honestly speaking, like I said, if you don't know how far the quarter-mile is around your place, wherever you're at, it's okay. Just doing things from anywhere. So, like if you're going to run it, you would run it in 2. Or if you're going to walk it, you could walk it in 4. So that's kind of, like I said, it's kind of just from the average that I've read, just an average pace for the average person, that's what you're looking at. If you can do it faster, great. If you do it slower, that's fine too. I just want to make sure that you're doing something in that range outside for about 2 to 4 minutes. So, that's it. That's your exercise protocol for this Saturday. Thank you guys so much for enjoying the full week of awesomeness and enjoying everything that we're doing here. Share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You guys can also hit us up on Facebook or Instagram for any questions, comments, concerns on anything. And that's a wrap, guys. That's been a fun-filled week of exercise and frivolousness and silliness and all kinds of good stuff. I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you bright and early on Monday.